Hey guys, how are we doing? We're doing another video from Mother's Basement. Now, I just want to be completely honest before we start. I'm not in the best of moods. I like to be honest with you guys, and this is gonna completely ruin the video. But my mum has Alzheimer's, so like her memory is awful, and I don't live with my mum and dad anymore. Gonna make this as quick as I can. Was looking after this morning so my dad could play golf because my brother was away, lives with them, and long story short, she just didn't know who I was. First time I've experienced it, like, just didn't know. Like, I'm 31 years old, and she just didn't know who I was, and so I just don't want to not put the videos out. You know, like I do 3 videos a day. I think this is going to be a really good video. I feel like it's going to really cheer me up because I'm really hoping for some awesome flashbacks to like Digimon, Pokemon. I want some Shaman King references. What are the freaking good English openings? Like, I'm sorry for the intro. I really am. Like, but let's get into this. Let's just get in. Let's get into this. This is Mother's Basement's I miss English anime openings. And you know what I do as well? Like, Shaman King was a good one. Pokemon was a good one. What are the fucking good English ones? This is 27 minutes long, so I'm just going to shut up. Let's just get into this, and we're going to enjoy this together. Let's get into this. I miss English anime openings.
The advent of internet streaming and simulcasts has made the world
anime
fans.
so
I
good.
truly believe that. But with any innovation, as we leave the old ways behind, we lose some things of value along the way. When the anime industry in Japan made the jump to digital production, we lost the subtle feel of cell animation.
Yeah.
And when the English anime market moved away from Saturday morning and late night TV blocks and overpriced DVDs, we lost something even more tangible and precious.
Alright, so there was a Kirby anime. I've never watched this.
Yeah, this may sound like
this is a cheesy intro that you can sing along with.
Picking apart Japanese OPs, but I grew up watching anime with English openings.
Yeah.
I like the
We all
English
did.
openings.
Dragon,
you know what?
Dragon, Rock the
Sometimes
Dragon.
they were better. Not visually. Usually they were cut together haphazardly using clips of the
Dragon
original
Ball.
openings mixed with scenes from the show, with zero regard for the story those openings were trying to tell. But in terms of music and music matching visuals, you cannot possibly tell me that this absolute bop.
Come on! Wow, it's very jazzy. Jazzy as hell.
Is not infinitely more fun than this.
Okay. Yeah. Give me that English version, please. That was entertaining at all.
Not only does the faster timing and rowdier music better suit the animation of Kirby flying out of a cannon, the English opening adds a sound effect.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And
So
sound effect
thought
openings,
to
as
the
we all
intro.
know, are objectively the best kind of opening.
JoJo's.
Checkmate, atheists. Okay, so obviously musical taste is hugely subjective, and I'm
Case
sure that there
closed.
are literally dozens of you out there who don't
Of
think
course.
that Kirby,
A lot of people have
Kirby
different tastes in
is,
music.
in fact, the one. But you gotta admit, the dubbing houses of the 90s threw
Shaman
together some total
King.
bangers. The
Gotta
Shaman
show.
King opening, for example, has been one of my
What?
all-time favorites
Yes!
since it premiered in
Shaman
2003.
King. What? Me, to me, to be shaman.
That song
King.
is straight up inspiring. It doesn't just describe the plot of the show, it captures the mysticism and heroic
brings
themes
you
of
in.
Shaman King's story, and makes the show stand out from the rest of 4Kids' lineup as something a bit more mature and intense. In general, 4Kids did a really good job of selling the
They
identity
did.
of whatever they were adapting with their music.
Oh my god, all these
even
people
if they
commenting,
tweaked
shut
things
up.
a little for Western tastes. I apologize in advance for getting this stuck in your head, but take Magical
Don't
Do
mind.
Re Mi, for example.
What is this? He came up with catchy stuff.
Made the show stand out not just from the rest of 4Kids lineup, but also from its less goofy magical girl contemporaries like Sailor Moon, which we'll get to in a sec.
Sailor Moon.
I'm pretty sure that song didn't make the show a hit, but it has stayed lodged in my brain for over a decade.
With catchy stuff.
As has
catchy
the
things.
One Piece rap. Yeah, I know that that's a sore spot for a lot of people, but if you can look past that, the idea of combining sea shanty elements with gangster rap in order to sell a story about a gang of cool pirates to American kids,
Go for
that
it.
is goddamn marketing genius.
That's quality. Belly bees.
Also, you can't deny that it's catchy as hell.
Speaking
of earworms, Pokemon is an obvious
Yo,
example.
the best
I would play
one.
that song, you know the one. But just like you can already hear it playing in your head, I can already hear ShowPro's lawyers rappelling down the side of my building as I speak. So let's just cap this off by saying that Whole New World from Johto Journeys is the best one, and skip right to all the Pokemon knockoffs. Digimon, for example, had a very different,
Digimon Digital Monsters.
It was at the forefront of an arms race among anime dubbers to say the name of the show as many times as
You've got to put that title in. You've got to put it in. Digimon have a champion. Digital Monsters. Digimon have a champion.
Maybe not the most complex song in the world, but it made damn sure you knew that Digimon were digital monsters and also the champions. And the techno style did suit its subject.
It's awesome.
On top of that, the consistency across seasons had a neat effect as the series evolved. Listen to how the first few seconds differ between Digimon Adventure
Digimon, right, okay.
and Digimon Tamers. The heavier guitar and more ominous synth noise subtly convey that this is going to be a darker season than the last
that's
two.
true,
That's
actually,
something that anime that changed their openings each season can't
That's
really
very
do
true,
in the
'cause it
same
was.
way. Although, honestly, I
did
would've
really
still
enjoy
preferred more
Tamers.
variety. They gave us that variety with Frontier, and it was incredible.
Don't think I watched that one, but it is coming out on DVD like very soon. So I might buy it and check it out.
Chanting, this was the epic.
Yeah, Frontier I didn't watch.
That better Pokemon deserved.
But
Shame
it is
that
out on
was put
DVD
in
very
front of
soon.
probably
I've seen
the
Manga
season
UK promote it.
series, although the religious undertones were a particularly good fit for the story that Frontier eventually told.
How did I not see this when everything else was on?
Get there.
Wow.
And visually, I think that the cuts on action between all of the kids using their digivices come together really smoothly and look better than anything in the Japanese.
It's really cool.
That's just like my opinion, though, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! Underwent a similar evolution with its
Yu-Gi-Oh!
intros. The first series intro is downright iconic, blending classic Egyptian wind instruments
Yu-Gi-Oh!
with voice samples
Oh,
and a killer
come on.
bass line.
There we go.
To create this dark,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
dangerous,
Blah, blah,
mystical
blah.
vibe. It's a fantastic composition, as you'd expect from Wayne Sharp, who also composed for Kirby, and Pokemon theme song co-producer John Siegler.
Oh,
And
okay.
again, it really helps Yu-Gi-Oh! To stand apart from other shows
Such
of the
cool
era.
intro.
But I don't know if I'd really call it catchy. The Yu-Gi-Oh! GX theme, on the other hand,
No clue. Get the guitar, play and sing like a punk rock tune.
this is pretty standard fare for anime openings at the time. Basically, just sing about the plot and repeat the title a few times. But it's
We're gonna play
damn
God
good
games and
example of
win,
that
yo.
formula, and I know at least half of you were singing along with it. Plus, I think the shift in style to 90s pop punk was appropriate for the very tame themes of teen rebellion at the heart of GX. Speaking of Rebels, I've got a real soft spot
No clue,
for the
never watched
ridiculous
it.
plot of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, which
I only watched
somehow
the original
manages to
Yu-Gi-Oh!
frame card games as both being a cool underground rebel activity and an internationally recognized sports phenomenon. But whether or not you prefer to play your card games on motorcycles, you can't deny that that theme song was something else.
Card games. On bikes. Sounds lame. Lame.
Kids was essentially taking the Japanese Annie-song approach to openings here, using a song that wasn't about Yu-Gi-Oh, but instead reflected the themes and tone of the series.
Lame.
And I love it so damn much.
Alright, cool.
They don't even say the title in the song, which is probably a good thing because I can't think of a non-awkward way to sing Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds in the first place.
5Ds,
in order to make sure
yes.
that they picked the right song, 4Kids held a vote with 8 different contenders, and
Oh, really?
Hyperdrive came out on top. Honestly, I'm more than a little bummed that no other series ever really tried this approach to their openings. Well, actually, does Saint Seiya count? When Deke Entertainment dubbed the series as Knights of the Zodiac in the West, they licensed Bowling for Soup's punk rock cover of I Ran by a Flock of Seagulls for the opening.
No way.
All possible things. And it was actually pretty cool.
No way, I didn't even know Bowling Sue had done a cover of that.
And that's not the only time that a big
I need to check that out.
has
That
been
is the
involved with an
first thing
English
I'm doing
anime
when I
dub.
finish this.
No, I'm not talking
That's
about
amazing, I didn't realise they
movie
did that.
soundtrack. When Tokyo Pop dubbed Rave Master,
What the
you know, that
frick?
other Hiro Mashima shonen anime, they tapped the ska punk band Real Big Fish to sing the theme song.
No way.
Needless to say, it was pretty delightful hearing
Yeah?
Aaron Barrett describe the show's ludicrous plot. It's pretty great that even the theme song is incredulous about
That's amazing.
Though not all
That's
rumored anime
amazing.
connections to big musical artists are real.
Really
Spider-Webs,
fit?
a Japanese-Canadian co-production, has a kick-ass
God,
theme
that's
song that's
sick.
often mistakenly attributed to Canadian rap superstar Drake, which is weird since the MC doesn't even sound a little bit drunk. If you're wondering, that's actually MC Clip from the Canadian hip-hop group Brass Monk. And while
Right.
it might not be Drake, it's still a pretty kick-ass theme song. Speaking of anime raps in Canada, we Canadians got a different dub of Dragon Ball GT, courtesy of Blue Water Studios, and thus we were thankfully spared from Welcome to the Grand Tour. Instead,
What the
we got
hell is that?
instrumentation as the original Japanese,
Right.
but came up with a new vocal melody that still worked surprisingly well. I want to give credit to
Gotta
Dragon Ball
find
UK
those
for
Dragon
LP
Balls.
since he recut the opening with higher quality footage from the Blu-ray in order to make it. And, okay, nostalgia's definitely a factor here, but I really like that opening. The vocals remind me of ELO's Twilight, which is always a positive
Yeah, I suppose
association.
very similar,
it
isn't it?
does cut some parts of the Japanese intro, namely the bits with Kid Goku's own Dragon Balls hanging out,
Whoa.
but it preserves way more of its gorgeous Sakuga than Welcome to the Grand Tour by a long shot. And I think it does a way better job of conveying the series' mix between the adventurous tone
God,
of
GT
classic
was
Dragon
so
Ball
bad.
and the intensity of Z. Maybe Dragon Ball fans would have been a bit more accepting of GT if the OP hadn't straight up lied to them. Of course, there's trade-offs for everything. While Canadians got a better GT opening, when the original Dragon Ball series aired in America, you guys got a mediocre but faithful dub of the original theme song. While we got this embarrassing low-effort flash animation.
Why?
And
What
with
is that?
Dragon Ball
That's
Z,
awful.
While Americans got the headbanging rock the
Bam,
Dragon,
bam, bam. Dragon Ball Z.
Canadians got
No, but in all
really
fairness,
just singing the title.
pretty sure at some point on Toonami,
it still conveys
that
the same
became-
combative tone as Rock
so it
the
did
Dragon.
change, I remember
It does a
that
good
changed.
job representing the series, but it doesn't have that same
But,
incredible energy, at least not to me. Of course, not every English theme song accurately represented its source material. The Card Captors intro straight up lied to viewers, selling the show as this mystic adventure. Their words, not mine.
God Captors. Not that I watched it
They
and
basically
know how to
pulled
sing
the
along
same
with
nonsense as the kids'
I did.
podcast
I did. It was
episode,
on
taking
Nickelodeon.
what's
It was so embarrassing.
fundamentally a shoujo romance with action.
Escaflowne! But the English version was quality. Escaflowne.
And trying to sell it to boys by playing up the stakes and the action to a ridiculous degree.
It was boss though. I loved it. I love
To be
Escaflowne.
fair, unlike Escaflowne, the English card captor theme slaps.
Sorry, Escaflowne was fucking awesome. And still to this day is one of my favourite animes. Loved
That
it.
certainly doesn't represent what Cardcaptor Sakura is really about, and it's a far cry from the Japanese opening, but that theme got me to watch the show. It still gets me banging my head years later, and I don't know that I would have had the same reaction to the more faithful but painfully mediocre English rendition of Catch You, Catch Me.
It's interesting how changes in certain things can
That's just
catch
like
your interest.
the worst possible combination of the describe the plot approach that many original English intros took, and the often awkward practice of simply dubbing over the Japanese theme song. Although some studios who took that approach did achieve some pretty amazing results, and this style of English opening has been around for a while. The English OP for Bubblegum Crash was pure 90s goodness.
Be honest, not watch Bubblegum Crash. Wow, catchy though. Get that keyboard out.
As was the opening for Irresponsible Captain Tyler.
Again, not seen this. But man, it's cool that there was like different openings. It's so awesome.
The most famous example of a dubbed OP would probably be the Sailor Moon theme.
Fly moonlight. In the by daylight.
Which is arguably better remembered and regarded than
she is
even
the one
original
called
Japanese
Sailor
theme
Moon.
responded.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's cool that they literally took the same tune.
Although
That's cool.
the Japanese OP's storybook animation kind of puts the American visuals to shame.
Yeah.
A lot of people hold Sarah White's beautiful rendition of the Yu Yu Hakusho theme, Smile Bomb, in similarly high regard, and will take it over the Japanese any day of the week.
Sorry, I'm getting comments like, you should watch this, you should watch this. Just happens all the time.
Although personally I think they're both really good, and I'd tap my foot along to either. Funimation has a long track record of fantastic English dubbed openings.
Right.
They kind of made a name for themselves among purists in the wake of the One Piece rap controversy by giving the show a much more faithful OP, which, as much as I love the rap, I must admit is pretty damn beautiful.
Wow, that's what the original is. Yo. Yo, really?
Mignana can sing.
Yo.
Which is probably why they had him do other openings like the deliciously early 2000s DN Angel intro.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, cute.
And though he didn't have a direct hand in that one, the Oron High School Host Club theme translates almost perfectly into a catchy English love song.
Excuse me. Ugh.
Funimation's still at this, but only really for Dragon Ball Super.
Super!
A few years back.
Yeah.
Still, their dubs of these openings are
Dragon
really
Ball
good, and it's nice to be able to listen to Vic
That's not
Mignogna
good.
sing again without having
I
to
would
buy
definitely
his
do
Christian rock
an English
albums.
version.
While this might seem a little bit easier than making an original song, Japanese and English have completely different meters and rhyming conventions that make straight translation of music very different.
Very different.
So
You can't
regardless of
just
whether they
do
were
that.
remixing a Japanese song in English or creating an entirely new composition, making a good opening was never as simple as it seemed. So why did dubbing out bits
Oh,
go to all
Metabots!
this effort in the first place?
Metabots!
In the world of 90s network television, a good opening was one of the most potent weapons that a show had at its disposal for attracting new viewers. When the show a viewer was just watching had ended and they were about to start channel surfing for something else to watch, a catchy, fun, and visually engaging opening could grab them, keep them on the channel, or
that
catch
makes
their
so much
attention as
sense.
they were flicking by, and
It's
if the
down to
content and
battle.
tone of the intro sold them on the show itself, it could maybe make them stick around for the rest. This was a market where, especially
Me
when it
singing
came
these
to
things
kids
is a
programming,
prime example.
shows with catchy, memorable theme
DuckTales.
songs were
Woo!
dominant. And as fantastic as many Annie songs were, if you were looking to target North American children in the 90s and 2000s, especially in a competitive daytime programming block,
You needed something to
probably
catch them
weren't going to
in,
get
draw
them
them in.
singing along to a Japanese opening.
Yeah.
Well, unless they were me. I want to change the world. And there was one more little wrinkle.
Brilliant.
Anime openings and endings typically clock in at 1 minute and 30 seconds each, while
Yeah.
the standard for syndicated cartoons in America at the time totaled half that, a minute-long intro and a 30-second outro. Anime that kept their original openings left less room for ads, so a show that could shave off that length would be more appealing to potential broadcasters. If you wanted that anime that you just paid all that money licensing to have the best chance at success, it only made sense to invest a bit more in creating a great English theme song. Or a bad one. There were a lot of those. I mean, 4Kids may have knocked out some real jams, but they also gave us the Fighting Foodons theme, which is literally just bad fun sung to the tune of Orpheus in the Underworld.
What the hell is this?
Wait, is it just me, or was that, like, a little bit racist? Yup, that is actually kind of a perfect fit for a show about foodstuffs that turn into racial stereotypes. So maybe they put more thought into this song they stole than I gave them credit for.
Maybe they did.
Probably not, though. And, like, okay, while the guitar English theme is fun, making more room for ads is pretty much the only reason I can think of to replace all of Naruto's killer Japanese openings with this actual gibberish. What is he even singing? Oh my god, I think this foreshadows how Boruto's dad is going to respond to his son edging him out of his own franchise. They were playing 4D chess with this one. Now that's what's in an OP. Okay, jokes aside, for quite a few shows, they didn't even bother to come up with a real theme song at all. We just got 30 seconds of random clips over a slightly hummable, if we were lucky, orchestral melody.
Okay, where are they going?
I bet you didn't even remember Moncole Nights existed until just now. And I blame that 30 seconds.
Don't even know what it is
you're
talking about,
because
so
the show
no.
was awesome. Good. Okay, look, I liked it. To me, as a kid watching television, those instrumental openings almost always made it feel like the producers of the show were cheaping out on me. Although there were some really solid songs hidden among them, like this number from SD Gundam Force of all things.
No idea. Pretty cool instrument, like instrumental tune, yeah.
That legitimately would not feel out of place in a game like Valkyria Chronicles. It is a solid, epic-feeling orchestral composition. Little out of place with the goofy tone of the show, but a great tune. The same cannot be said for the opening of Mega Man NT Warrior, which I think is supposed to be techno, but is functionally indistinguishable from
I remember liking this show. Yep, I like this show.
Although I do have to give them props for telling kids
I have it on DVD. Well, the
seconds before one
jack
will attack
in.
the camera crotch first.
But
on the subject of young Japanese kids and their digital pets,
it's only the
remember all those
first
nice things
half
that I
of the
was
show you
saying
can
about
actually get on
Digimon?
DVD, which is a bit
Yeah,
annoying.
after Frontier they went downhill fast. Data Squad starts with a super generic, instantly forgettable rock number.
Cool. Make that face.
And for Fusion, they literally just auto-tuned a guy describing the plot of the show.
Right.
Yokai Watch took a similarly lazy approach with one of its
Never watched
English
that, but
openings,
I've
with the
seen
other
so much
being a
merch for
pretty
that.
decent dub over the original Japanese, but I'm seeing a Show Pro laser sight dancing across my chest again, so I'm just gonna skip over those too. To be fair, this isn't exactly new either. As much of an earworm as the Hamtaro theme was, for example, it's kind of impressively bad. That rhyme is so tortured it would make Dick Cheney dance, and despite using both auto-tune and chipmunking, the vocalist still comes off as super flat. I can't show them for obvious reasons, but Pokemon's English OP game has been slipping ever since Battle Frontier, and Yu-Gi-Oh's intros have suffered over the years as well. Zexal's theme goes for a similar approach to 5Ds, but it has like zero energy behind it. The rap they use to open Arc V is actually pretty catchy, if a little cheesy and very low energy.
Yeah, what? Ugh. Get into those card games.
But with the opening of V-Rains, I give up, and so did they. They completely left out lyrics altogether. Compared to the first Yu-Gi-Oh opening, the orchestration here sounds really generic, with no memorable melody, and no elements like the Egyptian flute to make it stand out. You could put that song in front of just about anything without it feeling out of place. I'll admit that a good bit of this may just be my nostalgia talking. There were definitely plenty of bad English openings when I was growing up, and some recent English openings are actually really solid. Short as it is, the Beyblade Burst theme feels surprisingly epic.
Okay. Sweet.
It's certainly not the butt rock of my youth, that absurdly over about how playing with tops is a way of life.
Quality. Oh man, this is nostalgia.
But the Burst theme is good in its own way. Regardless of individual quality, though, there are undeniably fewer English openings being made today. Even acknowledging the many terrible English anime openings that came out in the Pokemon boom of my youth, it still seems to me like the few remaining have less going into them overall. But then it only makes sense that they would. Nowadays, anime doesn't need to be on TV to do well, and when you're streaming a show or watching it on DVD, the opening credits don't serve as an ad anymore. They're just a bumper to ease you into the show's world and set the tone for your viewing session. If you do see them without having already made a conscious choice to sit down and watch the show, it's probably in the context of Twitter or YouTube, where you're already interested in anime to some extent. And even if you do stumble across an anime on Toonami or what have you, tastes in North America have shifted. Anime is no longer thought of as a weird niche thing, and the insane success of songs like Gangnam Style and Despacito has put paid to the idea that American consumers will reject songs out of hand if they're not in English. Heck, a really good Japanese opening like Guren no Yumiya or The Hero can be a major selling point for a show. So unless a company is dubbing a series specifically aimed at young kids like Yokai Watch, Pokemon, or Glitter Force, or something for all ages with a legacy of English language songs like Dragon Ball Super and, I'm pretty sure, just that actually, dubbing over the intro just doesn't make that much sense anymore.
No.
It's gone from a good investment to a needless expense. In light of that, while I don't think they'll ever go away completely, I'm pretty sure that we're never going to see English anime openings make some sort of grand resurgence.
No, they're not going to.
It's never going to happen. Best, honestly. Anime no longer needs the signal boost, but it makes me a little sad to think that we'll never find out what kind of catchy nonsense 4Kids would have cooked up to introduce something.
Man, imagine if they were still around. I mean, they're still around, but like,
we've got talented music YouTubers like Nate Wants to Battle and Leon Lai, who do their own English covers of anime openings that are generally pretty fantastic, even if they're not always straight renditions of the originals. Now, like I said at the top of the video, musical taste is entirely subjective. A lot of you probably hate some of the songs that I was just gushing about, or love the ones that I was ripping on. And if you feel that way, more power to you. Unless you don't like the Shaman King theme, then we can't be friends.
No, I love it. Amazing. We should hang out sometime.
I haven't even been able to squeeze all the ones that I loved as
Sorry, it's a video.
So let me know in the comments below what your favorite dubbed opening was and why. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button if you like the video, and subscribe and ring the notification bell if you want to see more videos from me. I'm Jeff Thu. Okay,
Professional. What is this? Oh god. Yeah, it was a good video. It's cool. Again, I apologise for the intro. Like, I feel like I just completely ruined this video. Just... It's funny though, because my friends be like, no, you're alright to be down about it, because it's like a real thing, but like, I'm actually now in my video, and I'm like, now feeling like an absolute asshole, because I feel like I've ruined the whole video, and everyone watching it is going to be like, But, hey, there was some good, there was some really good intros that he was talking about then that I remember. Trying to just, like, the, Digimon ones, Digimon, there's no monsters, was a good one, and, yeah, there's some freaking good other ones, like the, Escaflowne, Shaman King. Shaman King was the one, man. But yeah, it was. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop because I'm gonna be annoying. Thank you guys very much for watching. Sorry for the intro and how I've been in this outro. Now it's just like the video was nice and was distracting. And thank you, Mother's Basement, for that. Thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, and really leave comments down below. Let me know if you're watching future videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.